bad ball. Look at that pace, bounce, swing, everything.
Wasim, now at the height of his powers, was confident to the point of being cocky, and he played the game as hard as anybody. The 1992 World Cup final in Melbourne was a personal triumph for Wasim.
Pakistan had made a reasonable fist of setting a target for England to chase, but it was the final flurry from Wasim that was the icing on the cake, if you like. It changed a scoreline from, say, 220 to 250.
Hit that straight, that could be 4 or more. The run-off coming around won't get it. Superb stroke.
When England batted, Wasim got both of them out immediately. And then came back in the middle order and knocked over Alan Lamb and then Chris Lewis with 2 fantastic deliveries.
What a great delivery, left arm round the wicket. Alan Lamb has been cleaned up. Subtract Lewis from that list. Wasim Akram is on a hat-trick.
Yeah, it's 2 of the best balls that you ever want to see, and particularly World Cup final. There's no bigger moment to produce your best, and he was capable of doing that.
This was one of the great match-winning performances you've ever seen. Pakistan could easily have tried to contain England at the time. Well, Imran and Wasim Akram didn't do that. They decided to bowl them out.
Oh, it's bowled. What a superb delivery. The middle stump uprooted.
Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis are rated by some as the finest fast bowling combination of all time. In early 1993, the 2 Pakistani quicks pulled off a stunning victory in New Zealand.
The most devastating that I have seen when 2 bowlers came and really redefined the art of bowling with the old ball. You know, Wasim told me that once that he didn't really enjoy bowling in the new ball, which was very surprising. And you know, it was amazing that they didn't even talk to each other for a long period of time.
Speed-wise, he was exceptional. Swing-wise, he was exceptional. He was exceptional with the new ball as well as with the old ball. And then short delivery. I think Waqar Younis perhaps had few of the qualities that Wasim had, but didn't have as great a short delivery as Wasim had.
Shortly after the New Zealand Test, Wasim replaced Javed Miandad as Pakistani captain. His incumbency began badly. Within a few months, Wasim's first stint as captain was over.
They change captains, every strange cycle of the moon, don't they? But when he's been in charge, they've been a very competitive unit.
He's been captain of Pakistan 3 or 4 times. It depends who's in charge in the administration as to who they pick as their captain.
93, I remember Javed Miandad got sacked as a captain, and I was 24 years old. No prior experience of captaining any side, even in first class level. And of course you can't refuse it. I said I'll take it. But I was too young. I made some mistake. I was under pressure on the West Indies tour. My vice captain was Waqar Younis, one of the greatest bowlers of all time, but he was also very young and naive. I mean, he never was on time on the tour. I used to get frustrated. Javed Miandad, Ramiz Raja, the senior players, Salim Malik, they were hardly any help at the time.
The intricacies of Pakistani cricket politics meant the captaincy changed hands throughout the late 90s. Wasim became captain for a 4th time in 1998, as Pakistan enjoyed a successful year.
When I became captain again, I was much calmer. I knew how to look after the individuals. Every individual was same. I have to treat them according to their mental strength. That's what I picked up after 96. So that's why our team was very successful.
Despite the constant external pressures on Wasim's career, he has continued to produce record-breaking performances.
Wasim Akram, I think, holds the record for the highest score by a player batting at number 8 in Test match cricket. 257 not out in a Test match against Zimbabwe at Shikapura. That really was an outstanding achievement. Plenty of sixes in that innings. But you look at his record as a bowler as well. A couple of hat-tricks in 1998-99. I think he's taken 3 wickets in an over. He's taken 4 wickets in 5 balls. And he's played county cricket for a decade for Lancashire and been an absolute god at Old Trafford. It really is a remarkable achievement to have stayed at the top level for as long as he has, particularly when you bear in mind that in the latter part of his career he suffered from diabetes and he was able to overcome that and still retain his abilities as a top-class performer.
Wasim Akram getting another wicket. That's 6 to him.